waiting all summer and half of the fall to wear my pumpkin sweatshirt, and it's finally cool enough. Here. Thing number 2, we're going to learn something, and thing number 3,
discovery.
Yep, that's something to discover. Let's go.
Let's go.
To Falling for Autumn. We're falling for autumn this week, and it is all things autumn, and I don't know if we're willing a little bit of the autumn weather, but it's a little bit cooler here. The leaves are changing. It's absolutely beautiful, and I am here today with 2 of my favorite people, my fellow backup dancer, Debbie's here, and Lisa, who is our fill-in backup dancer from the store, as we celebrate all things autumn. So welcome, you 2. Welcome. It's so fun to have you.
It's
exciting.
I mean,
not that it's your first time. You've done this before, but this is so fun. Isn't this so fun?
I love it.
Well, you guys saw that I bought this sweatshirt. It got cold enough at Tug that I could put it on for 2 hours, but I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity. I put it on yesterday. Took it off because I'm like, oh, I'm roasting. But today, it's finally a little bit cooler outside, isn't it?
It feels so nice.
Yes,
sure so like fall.
Well, we want to send all of our hugs and prayers and all of our love out to those of you that are in Milton's path. Please, 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 from all of us girlfriends here, be safe, and do everything that you need to keep yourself safe. I just, you know, when I hear on the news and they're like, we're asking everybody to evacuate, know that, please just know you're the most important things. You're important to all of us, and so we're sending lots of love and hugs. And we'll talk a little bit about our hurricane relief. We kind of had to change it, and we're like, okay, we're going to just change it to hurricane relief. We'll talk about that at the end. But if there's anything you can do, I'm seeing lots of comments come in from Florida, and I'm like, I hope you're someplace safe. So, sending all of our love. But we are talking all things fall here. Now, Debbie just came back from the Pacific Northwest. She was visiting her daughter. So we talked about how you have been on vacation. We've been missing you.
It was fun. And it was cold up there, though.
Was it cold?
Oh, yes. It was very cool. So.
Oh, you know what? It usually is because you're there closer. You always think being by the beach, you're going to be warm, but on the West Coast, it's not warm.
No.
And I sent Lisa on a road trip yesterday to Pocatello. We just finished up our shop hop. She had to go to Pocatello to finish up that shop hop. And so you got a little bit of fall foliage. The leaves were changing.
The leaves were changing.
Yes, so if anybody can get out and see the beautiful weather. But before we show some pictures from around the country, because we asked some of our girlfriends to send in to show what fall looks like in their neck of the woods.
I love that.
Or not woods, however it is. We were talking a little bit earlier. So this is the 2 things we talk about. Lisa and I were talking food.
Yes, we were.
And then we were all kind of talking about traditions.
Yes.
So, what are some of your favorite things? I love pumpkin anything. I love pumpkin candles, pumpkin food, pumpkin. I love the looks of pumpkins, color of pumpkins. I'm a pumpkin girl, and you know, a Halloween girl. But Lisa, what do you love? What do you love about fall?
Do you know what? I love the pumpkin. When we talk about pumpkin roll.
Okay, with the cream cheese in the middle.
Cream cheese filling. Like the cheesecake filling.
Yes. Okay. Now people say that desserts like that are too rich. Never in my life have I been the person that's like, oh, that's too rich. I can only have a couple of bite. I could eat a whole pumpkin roll,
right?
Yes, I
That's
could
me.
sit down with
That's
a
how I
fork
am.
and eat it with a whole roll. Debbie, what do you love?
I love pumpkin lattes.
Pumpkin lattes.
There you
Okay, so
go.
you like to drink your pumpkin.
I love to drink my pumpkin.
You know, we had last week Cocoa Commotion.
Uh-huh.
We didn't get any pumpkin hot chocolate. So
What's up
what
with
is wrong
that?
with us?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
is
know.
up with
Yeah.
that?
Yes, I don't know, but I love pumpkin lattes. Do you guys like pumpkin pie?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
And you know what? I make pumpkin pie with banana squash.
Banana
Oh,
squash.
yum.
Is it
You know.
better or is it different or is it
But you know,
the
I
same?
think it tastes the same because you put the same spices and stuff in it. I just use that for the pumpkin and.
Does it make it moister, or is it just about the same
I think
texture?
so.
you
Probably-
you
it might
make
be a
it
little more moisture,
you make
maybe.
it from scratch
Uh-huh.
with your pumpkin squash. Yeah, I'm a buy the can of pumpkin.
I'm a can.
Yep, yeah. Yeah, Linda says she's not a pumpkin fan. But, you know.
Well, there's
but-
apples.
Yes,
Oh, the
yes,
apples too.
are
That's
good.
right.
I
There's
love
so many.
pie. We used to be able to choose, and I think I'd rather have pie than cake.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Me
the
too. Love
the
it.
next thing that we need to talk about is I've got a dilemma. Is everybody ready to help me?
Okay.
Okay. We grow pumpkins in our backyard. We live on 3 acres, and we are pretty self-sufficient up there. But we grow enough pumpkins that we have a pumpkin carving contest with my family. And we
Fun.
grow these big jack-o'-lanterns. Everybody gets to go pick their pumpkin out of the garden.
Oh, how fun.
And it's coming up on the 19th. Now, the older our grandkids get, the harder this is getting. So my daughter texted me last night and she said, okay, are we carving or are we painting? Because we've done both. And then I said, gosh, that's what I said. I said, you know what? Dealer's choice.
Oh, I like
You
that.
can do whatever you want. Now, there's good prizes at stake, right? Then
do you
I'm
give
thinking
prizes?
I'm funny, and I say to her, maybe I'll bedazzle mine.
Oh,
there you
And
go.
she's like, you know what? That is exactly what I was thinking. So we're breaking out the rhinestones this year.
Love
But
that.
I need some ideas because I'm not competitive at all. But I'm pretty competitive. I need you guys to help me out. How am I going to win this pumpkin carving contest?
Okay, let me show you. Let me tell you what I saw the other day was somebody had taken fabric, fall
Okay.
fabric, and they had lined. I mean, and there were several different colors of fabric that they put down
Okay.
and around each thing. So
Kind of
maybe
like
down the-
ribbon.
Kind of,
Okay.
yeah, kind of like ribbon, and then maybe down the creases, bedazzle it down the creases.
All right,
Cute.
Nicole, if you are watching, you just shut your mute off because I am gonna beat her.
Oh, sorry.
But if anybody has great pumpkin ideas, I have just got to win this. I mean, you know, because it's getting serious. It's getting
Yeah.
serious, and it's not till the 19th. But everybody's got their ideas on, and I'm looking out there. In fact, my granddaughter came up last time, and she's looking out in the garden. She goes, "Hey, Grandpa, is there any way you can rig it so that I can have that pumpkins? Because we make them draw for their nums."
Oh, wow, that's
Yep.
cool.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Look, Elisa says melt crayons on the pumpkin.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
and
that's a
Linda
good
says I
idea.
can win because I'm the host of the party. We usually make like my mom vote, who, you know, and we don't tell. Yes, we make
That's
them
a lot
vote.
of pressure for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, if I'm looking a little stressed next week, it's because I got to win this contest.
Well, I went to craft night with my daughter when we were up there, and we did pumpkins. They were
Okay.
not real ones, but we made little fairy houses, and they had doors and windows.
Out of the
chimneys.
pumpkins? You be bringing that in, sister.
Okay.
I gotta be checking that
Oh,
out.
yes, for sure.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm not kidding. If you guys have great ideas, I gotta see them. And I'm not a good painter, so it's got to be like crafty.
Uh-huh.
Glue guns are not off limits. I'm just saying.
I was gonna. When you said that, I was worried they were. I was like,
Nope,
how
not
is
off
that
limits.
possible?
Okay, now our Abby has some great ideas. Okay,
does.
so number one idea from Abby. After you carve your pumpkin, sprinkle the inside of it with cinnamon, and then when you light the tea light in there, it smells like donuts and it smells delicious.
yeah.
Does that not sound
Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
try
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm right now. My mouth is just watering a little bit thinking that because I really
Yes.
don't love the smell of pumpkin.
Yeah, they kind of.
Yeah, they kind of do stink a little bit, but is cinnamon in it.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, that will be yummy.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
The other one, Abby, I forgot. You got to tell me. Oh, I
About
can't
the
remember.
chickens.
Oh,
The chicken one.
how did I forget this? All right, we have
amazing.
not tried this, but she says if I could get a hold of some chickens and just kind of like use a grater or whatever and carve out what I want them, they will actually peck out the design on the pumpkin for me so I don't have to take
amazing.
the knife out.
Serious?
Who knew?
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Is there like chickens for rent somewhere?
I don't know.
I buy chickens for that.
You would buy chickens? So if I buy
Yes.
2 chickens for that and give them to you, you'll raise them?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
All right.
My neighbors have them.
All
I
right.
should have
so
them too.
those were fantastic. I can't
Love
believe I
that.
forgot that, Abby. I had to remind
No, we
you.
could send them out to Crystal.
Oh yeah.
She's got chickens.
Yes, she does.
Oh, perfect. Maybe I could just send my pumpkin to her. Get a head start and see if that works.
There you go.
All right. Lori says her sister assigns her family's pumpkins a letter, and they post pitch on Facebook and Instagram, and they ask their friends and family to judge.
That's a great
Wow.
idea.
Maybe that is how we're going to win. Maybe I'm going to just take pictures of the top 5, and then when we come back, you guys can help me vote.
I love that.
Okay.
there you
All
go.
right.
That sounds
Sounds
awesome.
perfect. Well, speaking of pumpkins, we have the cutest. Debbie's been busy. Debbie's
she
been
has.
Debbie's been busy
I
creating.
hope you love it.
And we hope you love it. But we are going to go over to set number 2. But before we do, I have some really fun photos to share. And this is kind of, we ask our viewers to send in photos. And this is what fall looks like around the country. So let's kind of look. So our first one is from Avery Clausen, who works at Sundance. Now, Sundance is a ski resort in Utah. And
pretty.
isn't that beautiful? So
my
this is what
goodness.
she gets to see every single day when she goes to work. But
Wow.
there's one picture right in the middle that I am not anticipating. Do you see what she's seeing? Snow. Already.
I saw the
Snow
cloud,
on the
but I didn't
tips of
see the
that. Yeah,
snow.
snow
Yeah,
on the
I heard
tips
there
of that
was snow up
mountain.
there.
So I am not anticipating that. All right, our next one is from Lisa Lewis. And Lisa is out of Idaho, Malad, Idaho. Yeah, this is the Malad Summit. Isn't that beautiful?
That
It
is
is
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely stunning.
Wow.
I think that is just gorgeous. I love fall. So Lisa, thank you, Beck. And this is Acadia National Park in Maine.
That is
beautiful.
I know.
amazingly beautiful.
There's nothing better than all of the leaves changing and then that one green
Yeah.
Yep.
pine tree right in the middle.
Yeah, that is.
So it just
is
Sets
so
each other
pretty.
off.
And I love that you can see that little lake right through there.
Yes.
And
beautiful.
then I think this is our last one, is Nancy Newman. And this is 2 different places. So the left one is a lake in Maine. So
Beautiful.
it's just really, really
Especially
stunning.
the rainbow.
And then on the right is out of a helicopter over Pocatello, Idaho, which is where I sent you
Yes.
yesterday, Lisa.
Yep.
So
Wow.
Lisa actually got to see this. I did not send her in a helicopter.
No.
I made you drive.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's about an hour and a half north of us. Is that what
Yeah.
it took you, or was it 2?
No, it was about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half
Yeah.
north of us, but just really stunning. Oh, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be sad when this week is over, and I hope that we continue with the fall weather. But let's
Yes.
continue. Let's continue our falling for autumn
Love that.
with our project. So I'm going to meet you 2 over at the sewing machine.
Okay.
And while we do, we are going to just take a peek at I think this is the Joy sewing machine. And this was taken with some of our kids on a swig night. And
Okay.
the Joy is one of our really great sewing machine that is really kid friendly. We wanted to kind of show this because this project requires a sewing machine and your kids would love to do this. So,
Yeah.
all
Love that.
right, let's go.
Is such a great time.
This is a great little machine for a beginner or even as a travel machine for you.
Yes.
So if you don't need all the bells and whistles, this is your perfect go-to.
It also has a free arm sewing, so for your cuffs and your pant legs. It does have a thread cutter on the side of the machine, so you don't have to use your scissors. And this also has a 4-step buttonhole. It works really great. It's got everything that you need.
All right, welcome back. We are falling for autumn here at my girlfriend's quilt shop. If you're just joining us, I am here with Debbie and Lisa, who I just absolutely love, commonly known as my backup dancers. And we are doing the funnest fall project. We are doing chenille pumpkins.
Yes.
Aren't these so amazing? Now, I've seen a lot of pumpkins out there, and they all kind of take a little bit, but I have not seen these chenille pumpkins. So I know you are. I'm going to very carefully, because I want to move your stuff here, because I want to get a really good close-up of the chenille pumpkin right here. Check this out. So this is stuffed chenille. We have this chenille leaf and then these little vines, and here, this one right here has a felt right here. So cute. And then, oh, man, it's just like in real life.
Yeah.
I broke the stem. So this is the one where we kind of did the step outs here. And this one, look how fun this is. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do these. So I'm going to slide these to the front. And Debbie, I can't wait till you see what we have in store for you. Take it over.
Okay, well, when they told me I needed to do a technique, I decided to do chenille because I really like it and it's fun and different. And I really couldn't see anything out there like this. So I thought that would be a fun new thing for everyone to learn. So what I did to start this out is I took 4 fat quarters and cut them in half, like this, and you can restack them.
4 different fat quarters,
yes,
right? So that
4
you have different
so you
layers.
have some depth and color.
Okay.
And different colors. Like on this one, I switched the colors up so you can really see the different sections of the pumpkin.
Okay.
So anyway, I took this and then I'm going to mark a line. Let's see, do we have a ruler?
We do have a ruler.
So when you're doing chenille, you want to do it on diagonal. So when you go to brush it, you don't lose all of your threads. Yes, and
because you could brush those completely off.
Totally
but
off.
when you're doing it on the diagonal, then you kind of go against the grain of the fabric.
Yes,
perfect.
And it's easier to chenille. So I just kind of made a mark on the diagonal, on the bias.
Now, we've used these marking pens or friction pens or anything all week long. The reason is because you can either spray them or iron them, and it comes right out.
Away.
Yep.
So Lisa suggested that you can either do that and mark like every maybe inch, or if you want to use your foot as a guide, then you can do it. You have a special technique
I have a special technique.
So she'll show you that on the machine.
Okay, so you're just going to do one diagonal line, and then you're going to hand that off to Lisa, and she's going to show us how to do it on the machine.
Yes,
but if you're not comfortable with it, by all means, measure and mark every inch or so.
Right, and I sewed these a ½ inch apart, approximately. Okay. This one I used the dots as the guide.
Oh, okay.
So this one fabric was a little different.
So you could, that.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa, what do you got for us?
Alrighty. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stitch on the line that Debbie marked for us.
Okay, so we're using the, I just lost what it's called.
The Altair.
The Altair. I'm like, we're using the Adelaide. I'm like, oh, that's not right. The Altair 2. And so we have a guide beam on this machine.
Oh, yep.
But we're also using the quilting section of that.
Yeah, and the quilting section actually shortens your stitch length for you to 2 point.
That's nice to know.
Yeah, just so, you know, you don't want things to come undone.
When you chenille, we're going to rough this up, so we
Yes.
don't. I mean, we don't want to
wanna
catch a
sew.
stitch and
Yeah.
come apart.
Yeah. So I'm going to just stitch right on Debbie's line here.
Okay, so she's stitching directly on the line for the first one.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do is where I stitched, I'm going to put that right there on the side of my pressure foot.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're just stitch line
And
so
that-
using your
So
pressure
you moved
foot.
your
So I moved,
needle position.
Yeah, and I moved my needle position all the way to the left.
And about how much of a, does that give you a half an inch?
That gives you half an inch. Yep.
Perfect. All right.
Because I don't want
Awesome.
to have to mark. I mean,
Right.
I like guides, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
not that I didn't like the pattern, but
Yes.
you know, if you don't have something that you can do that with, then
Yes.
mark for sure.
You know,
Let
Lisa, I
them-
do this a lot too if I like want just a cross hatch or just a diagonal and to quilt for like pillows or different, if I don't want to pull out my clear blue tiles
Yeah.
or have it quilted. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I do the same thing. Eva would like to know what your stitch length is. 2.0?
The 2.0, yes.
2.0.
Beautiful, Lisa.
Okay, and then you're just going to do it.
Yeah, and then
you
you'll just
would do
kinda
your
keep-
next one, next
Yep.
one.
And then yeah.
And
then,
do you match your thread to your fabric
on
on this project,
this
or
project
do you?
you probably really don't need to, I don't think, because it's going to be roughed up and you don't see it
Oh,
anyway.
Okay, all right.
Right?
I
perfect.
did, but
Okay.
So
can-
it just kind of depends.
You know, it's the preference.
Personal
Yeah.
preference, I think. So
Okay.
but that's kind of how I did the channels.
Okay, perfect. So then once we're sewing 4 layers together.
Yes.
So 4
On the
layers
diagonal.
on the diagonal.
On the diagonal
It's kind of like quilting
Yeah.
because
yeah.
you're just making diagonal.
lines.
Okay,
lines.
you can kind of, if you look really close, see that and they're all right side up. You
Mm-hmm. They
can
are.
see that she has this one done. So, all
Okay.
right, what's next?
Okay, next you're going to actually cut these down those channels.
Okay.
And there is a special tool you can use. This is a slash cutter.
You know what I love about this?
What is it?
I would love to watch Dateline and use the slash cutter.
That's a good Halloween
Yeah, I know.
tool.
That makes me feel really great.
So when you use this slash cutter, you want to make sure that you do not
I'm going to move these
catch.
pumpkins. Oh, there,
okay.
oh, there we go.
Okay, you're going to make sure that you don't catch your very bottom layer.
Okay.
You're going to want to make sure that you go through, so that's going to keep it together. And once you get it in that channel,
If you come over here, then we can
see
kinda
it better.
zoom in really close.
Let's see if I can actually do it.
Okay. All right. Getting started is the hardest part of
It
that.
is. I don't know why, but it is.
Especially when. Okay.
When
you
you're
got
me.
It? Especially when you're on camera.
Okay, you can do it with scissors too. But do you want to start it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna come through here. And so this is what I like to do, Debbie, is I like to just kind of start it because that slash cutter is great, but that
just
kind of gives
so
you a
many
little bit of
layers.
stability to
There
come
you
through
go.
there.
Look
Do you
how
see
easy
that?
it is once you just kind of give it a little bit of.
So I always just take my little snips or my little scissors and just get that started.
See how cool that is?
So the question is, how do you get to quilting on the Altair? On the right side of the screen, there's like a little button that's labeled Q, and that stands for quilting. If you push that button, then what it does is it takes you to a whole, oh, don't cut your bottom.
I think I got it.
Okay. It takes you to a whole new menu. So then the QO2 is if you use your J foot and use that as your guide, you get a perfect 1/4 inch.
From the side of your foot, right?
Yeah, from the side of your foot. Yeah.
So anyway, you do that all the way across. It's kind of satisfying, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have a
Alright.
question. Have you guys ever made a baby blanket that way?
No.
A baby, you know, just a small baby blanket. The more you wash it, the softer it gets.
Oh, how fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
a cool idea.
Susan kind of does the same thing I do. She doesn't try to start with this. She just makes a little snip. So,
Okay, and once you're done, you're going to decide how you want these to go. And you're going to pull out your pumpkin.
so this
Section.
is a template, and we do have a pattern under new
Yes.
releases. So,
Yay.
yes.
And then you're going to cut out your pieces.
Okay.
And like I said, I alternated colors on top so that it kind of gave me some dimension.
So did you do like a section and then alternate the colors and gave a section, or did you? So did
no.
you do on your fat quarters?
On my fat quarters, yes, I
Okay.
just,
So
what
you
I did
did
is,
two.
I cut them this way, and then I just moved what I wanted to the top.
So you would have half this and then half this one.
just
okay.
like this.
All right. So when you say you did 4 layers, your bottom 2 layers are kind of just for color and show, right? So like if you wanted like a dark, like an ombre, then you could just use scrap material underneath it because you're really not going to see it.
No.
You're just going to see this one and this one. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Do I have a million questions today?
It's good.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Keep going.
Okay, so then you're going to cut these pieces out. I've
Okay.
got one magically cut out here for you.
Okay.
So that's how it is.
So you cut it before you chenille it
Yes, and sew it
and sew it. Okay.
before you chenille it. So I'm
Okay.
going to cut one more quick out,
Okay.
and
Do you want pins?
I do. At least 2.
Always with a pattern, I pin.
I do too.
Okay.
I wanted to have at least one, and I wanted to show you how easy it goes together, because it is a curved seam, but it really is not.
It did whip up pretty quick. Even with
Okay.
the-
Yes.
So Lisa, when you do a baby blanket, here, more so I can see. When you do a baby blanket, is it messy to wash the first
I
time?
think the first time is
Okay.
yeah, is
you just wash
messy.
it all by itself.
Yes.
And then do you throw it in the dryer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then after that, you're probably.
And after you're pretty good. And a lot of times, sometimes if you don't want that mess in your dry, just take it to the
the dry cleaner.
not to the dry cleaner, but to the laundromat.
Laundromat.
Right,
Okay.
so-
All right. All right, Jill. We are cutting through all 4 layers that we
Yes.
sewed together to chenille.
And right here, we kind of lost some because there wasn't a stitch there. But when you do your 1/4 inch seam to put it together, you're not even going to notice that.
Okay.
And sometimes that happens.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to put right sides together,
So chenille cut sides together.
and we're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam. Now the flat is your top.
Gotta
Whoops,
come
I
here.
forget.
Yeah, you forget.
The flat is your top, and this is your bottom. So
Okay.
I'm going to have Lisa.
So the flat, so when you cut this on your pattern, this flat edge right here is the top, and then the point is the bottom of the pumpkin. Because these are perfect pumpkins, which does not happen in the garden. All right, and then Chenille says you can use those little scraps to make a scrappy chenille mug rug. How
I
cute
love
is
that.
Cute idea.
Yes.
That'd be darling.
Yep.
Love that.
So,
So you just sew a 1/4 inch seam, and when I made it, I did 3 on one side and 3 on the other, and then I stitched them all through, just to make sure my bottom was stitched well.
okay.
So
Is that how you did yours too?
It was. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
half and half.
Half and half.
Yep.
Yes,
All right.
but it's not
so
a
cute.
hard seam to do at all. Because I know some people are afraid of curved seams.
Yeah, well, I'm not so afraid of this curve seam because I don't have to get it flat to I mean, it's okay if it's like a little
off.
I don't have to quilt it.
Okay. There you go, Debbie.
Okay, so this is how it's gonna come together and look.
Oh, how cute.
And then you'll do one more here, and then you'll put the 3 and 3 together. And then you get this.
Okay, that's so cute. All right, so then you put it all together, then you chenille it.
Then you start scrubbing it
Okay,
with your little chenille brush. I know we have it.
it's right here.
Just right there.
Yep.
And so, yeah, and then
Then the
chenille it.
satisfying part because you can chenille it. So this one isn't chenilled. Okay, this.
Oh, and
this down.
also you're going to turn it right here.
Okay.
Through the top.
Through the top. Do you stuff it before you chenille it?
I like to.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you stuff it, and then we're going to take. This is the best part because look, you can just get that as chenilled.
And a
as
lot of
you
times too,
want.
if you like
And if
spritz
you
it with some
spray it,
water, yeah,
yes.
that helps that as well.
And I
Okay.
like this way better than leaving an opening that you have to go back and hand stitch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yes.
It made it so much
So then
easier.
we make our stem.
Yes, you're going to make 2 stems.
Okay.
And we're going to kind of show you how to do Chenille in our discovery.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then you're going to do 2 of the leaf.
Okay. So 2.
Cut out 2 leaves and 2 stems.
Okay.
And
And we will take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to come back, and we are going to do that. I cannot wait. These are so cute. Okay. All right. This is fun with Minky, because wouldn't these be cute if you didn't want a chenille, but you just use the pattern? Wouldn't these be cute with Minky?
love
Minky.
that.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Darling.
Let's talk the digital dual feed with Minky. Talk about frustration. Now with the help of the digital dual feed, I won't have any stretch when it comes to sewing this together. Beautiful.
All right. Welcome back. So curved. And then we have a sneak peek for you. So okay. Maybe what you got?
Okay, so the next thing we're going to cut out is the leaves and the stems.
Okay.
2 of each.
Slide
Now-
up here so they can see you.
Oh, sorry.
I know, we always come really close to us when we're cutting it.
I don't see
So-
well. I have old eyes.
Oh, brother.
Not old, maturing eyes, Debbie.
Mature eyes. Okay.
Okay, so to
So-
do your stem, you did 2, you're just doing a front and a back, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, when I
you
was
cut
doing
2.
this is how I've always chenilled, like
With the 4 layers.
with the 4 layers. But I went, you can buy little strips. And I thought, why not try and make my own little strips to match my fabric?
Oh, okay.
idea.
Okay, so that's what I did. So I cut these out. And in all honesty, this could be your best friend.
It's becoming my best friend, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Because if you're making the strips, this really keeps them from being wobbly, and it keeps them starch better.
And this is our magic spray. And the nice part about magic spray is you can get your fabric as stiff as you want without a lot of flaking. So what you'll do is you'll spray it on, iron it dry, spray it on, iron it dry, spray it on until you can get it
paper-like.
pretty paper-like is a perfect
is.
word. And then you can cut your strips really easily, and they stay pretty stiff.
They do.
Yep.
Okay, so next, to make the chenille that we have here, you're going to fold your fat quarter like this. Okay?
So you're going to fold your fat quarter. Just fold one corner up.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have a smaller ruler, so I'm going to fold this up just so that I have.
Okay.
And let's see, I'm going to need a regular. And then just take your. I'm going to cut off the fold first.
Okay.
Thank you. Maybe. Okay.
Okay.
This one we'll throw away. And then you're going to cut your chenille strips. Now I found 3/8 was probably the ideal.
Okay.
That's what I felt like. So you can do it wider. You can do a 1/2 inch. You could do a 1/4 inch. But I felt like 3/8 was
Remember me
perfect.
talking yesterday and Monday about those crazy measurements, the 2 1/4 inch squares and the 3/8? Do you remember that cute pillow that we did on Monday? Guess who designed it? Miss 2 1/4 inches. I mean,
sorry. They're all the same to me. But yeah, you can just make your little chenille strips like that. Oh,
I did that for you.
good job.
Yes.
So now you have your own chenille strips. You
And,
don't have to
and by
go buy
chenille
'em.
strips, it's just that little teeny tiny strip that we're just gonna sew right up the middle.
Right down the middle, yep.
Yep, okay.
You can do 1 layer or 2 layers
Okay.
on this. But what we did is we just,
Let me show this. So what she did is see how it has this just seam right up the middle, and then she can just rough up those edges right there.
yes, so you'll just sew
Okay.
down the edge before you chenille it. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, isn't that cool?
So you can make designs out of,
Love that.
anything.
Yes.
Like on the leaf, we gave it texture. We put the spine in, and then the veins, using just the strips.
So she has one down here, then just right here.
And then I did do one around the edge just to make it, I don't know,
Because
cuter.
on the back of that is just her
Another,
another.
the right side,
Right
so you
side.
don't have, yeah.
And did you put batting in between this?
I did put a layer of lightweight interfacing,
All right.
just to give it so it wasn't like floppy.
Okay, perfect.
And then I just took some strips and I kind of made my own fabric with it. I haven't
How
chenilled
cool
it all.
that is.
But I
look at
thought-
this.
I would make pumpkins. It would be fun to layer some blues in with this, and some, or some
Beautiful.
tans.
Some teals and some
But-
oranges.
Yeah, just
So literally,
any-
you just put these strips on here, and then you just
Cut out your
rough
pieces.
it up and
Show
make
us.
your own. Make your own chenille. We have. I'll put a little something on there,
a little something, something.
and then we'll show you how to do the vines. But yeah, some of them I've doubled, so you can double right there, and some you just single. But don't you think that'd be fun?
Oh, I
Cut
think
up
that-
into a little
yes.
pumpkin.
Yes, I think that'd be beautiful.
This I did not include on the pattern, but it's just a fun way to.
This is just different ways to make chenille. All right.
Okay.
And then your vine, we've talked about this before, but I love how curly your vine is, and that's just a chenille strip.
Yes.
So how'd you do that?
So we put 2 together, back sides together. You could use 3, depends on how many. How?
How thick you want it.
Yep. And then we just sewed down the middle. Do you want to?
Okay.
Lisa will demo that for us.
Lisa's got her vines ready
She's
to
got
go.
the vine
I've already
ready
got
to
'em
go.
already. Yep. So actually, we've already sewn that
She's
one.
already sewn it. See? It's sewn. I'll pull this off. It's sewn down the middle. And then we'll just go ahead and chenille it up. And then, well,
Then the magic happens.
then the magic. I did lots of different things to make this work.
So do not do this on your brand new kitchen table without
No.
something underneath. Do you know what would be fantastic to do this? And
Somebody
I
said-
have it right here.
Oh, Allison to the rescue.
The Caterpillar
Oh, yeah.
Plexi
great idea.
tempered glass.
It doesn't scratch. I'm not
It
gonna
doesn't scratch. No.
Oh,
There you
love
go.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
great
isn't that
idea.
great? So yes, just another use for your Caterpillar tempered glass. And look how much easier that is.
It is very much easier.
Okay.
So you're going to get it like that.
Okay.
Then we're going to get some Material Magic. Material Magic. And we are going to, I'm going to do it this way in my hand, like
Oh
this.
my gosh, you're going to need a bath.
I know. And I am going to soak that little puppy right up.
Okay.
Okay? Just like that.
Okay, so she just dips that in the Material Magic.
And then we're going to wrap it around something round. We're using a pen.
Or a pencil.
A dowel, I think, would be
A dowel would be
a
great.
good idea, yeah.
I've
too.
used markers. I think that's what I used on mine.
Yep.
And you're just going to let that little curler dry.
All right, it's kind of like those pink curlers that, did you guys grow up wearing pink curlers in your head to bed and you had to let them bed?
Yep.
Yep. How did we get any sleep as children?
I don't know.
When we had to have those pink curlers.
I had to have the brush ones when I was
Me
really
too.
little.
Yep.
The black ones?
Yes. Oh, they hurt.
Yes.
Yes. I know. Why did your mom not care? She cared more about sending you to school with curled hair on picture day than about a good night's sleep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So
All
you just
right.
let that dry, and then you've got some curly little vines.
Oh
And
my heck, so cute.
on mine, I did like a tan one and a green one, just because it looks more natural.
Yep. So
And-
Magic Spray and Terreal Magic are both starches, but we use them here for different things. Terreal Magic is really a kind of a stiffer starch.
It is.
I'm not sure what the ingredients are in that, but I love a good Terreal Magic when I'm machine embroidering or when I want something really, really stiff. As you can see, I mean, this
Yeah.
will hold the curl on that with that Terreal Magic. Magic Spray, you can layer to get to that point, but just one layer of the Magic Spray is not as stiff.
Yeah, that's
And then the other one we like is Best Press, and
Yes.
all of them have their uses and have their great places in the
Yep.
market, but they're just different,
Oh,
different types
qualities.
of starch.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Cordy says you could try using a curling iron. That sounds
Ooh, I like that.
that sounds much easier.
Yeah.
If you still
Yeah.
have a curling iron,
I-
if you can find one. All right. All right, I absolutely love this project. You can find not only the pattern,
Yes.
and it's a brand new pattern, so it is not in the club, but it is on our website. I don't think, I can't remember. But you can also find a kit if you want to make a
Yes.
pumpkin. We've included a scrappy pumpkin fat quarter bundle that
Yes.
has oranges in there. So
Yes.
that is under
it
new
has
release.
your tan and orange and
Yep.
green in it.
Yep. We also
So you can
put
do that.
the slasher, and the
Brush.
fluffer.
Fluffer.
Slasher and the fluffer in
We
there.
love the fluffer.
You know, if you have that, or you can also purchase those on Comment Sold tonight, because we will have all of those items, because Debbie and I are sticking
things.
around for Comment Sold.
Yeah.
All right. One of the fun things that we always liked to do when we were together was sneak
Sneak
peeks.
peeks.
And we haven't done sneak peeks for a long time.
I love sneak
Do you
peeks.
love sneak peeks? Okay, so I brought 2 sneak peeks. Do you know what they are? All right.
I'm excited
Okay,
to
so
see.
the first sneak peek is shout out to Kyle. We showed this yesterday. We put this quilt kit
I saw it
together.
this morning. It
Kyle
wasn't-
stayed up all night and quilted this so that we would have that. But this kit will be available on Comment Sold.
It's beautiful.
And
It is
look how
beautiful.
fun that
It is really
that,
beautiful.
Oh, it's
quilt
gorgeous.
is. So I don't know. Should we stand up and hold it
Yeah.
up?
Do you want me to?
Yep. So. All right. So we're going to hold it over here, because that is just a fun fall quilt.
Love the colors.
If you watched 3 at 3 yesterday, you know how to put those maple blocks together, and you can do, did you know, you can do 16 half square triangles all at one time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
Love that.
amazing. Okay, so the next one, only for a few of my closest friends. I called Chris and said, please, can we show this on 3 at 3? Everybody's asking instead of
Yes.
making them wait until Comment Sold. And
Yeah.
so Chris said, yes, you can. So in honor of Chris, our missing boss, who get your butt home, we miss you. We have one of the projects that is going to be available in the Christmas Club, and you guys are going to die.
So cute.
So, Christmas Club is available tonight. Let me move everything off. But this is just one project in Christmas Club, and when I said that things are getting better and better and better, check out this Merry and Bright pillow that is one of the projects for Christmas Club. Absolutely fantastic. This comes in sewing and machine embroidery. And what is the Christmas Club, you might ask? The Christmas Club, you pay $49.99.
Yes.
And you get 4 weeks of classes, 4 projects that you purchase, and they start in November 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th are the nights, so you get those so long. If you can't make it one of the night, you get the replay, but it is just a fun night with Sherry and Chris, and they have 4 stunning projects that are just as cute as this one, but you get the fabrics and the embellishments and the instructions, and they all kind of coordinate.
Yes.
There are actually tonight 4 different fabric choices, kind of fabric choices, so that it goes with your home decor.
That's cool.
And it is just so fun. So be sure to tune in, because you can
excited.
get it tonight on Comment Sold. And that is the very first. And then tomorrow, check the website. It will be available on the website. And if you can't tune in tonight, all the projects will be available, I hear, tomorrow. But tonight is the debut of Christmas Club. So
You'll want to see them.
you do want to see them. They're just as cute as this.
So cute.
I'm sorry to steal your thunder, Chris, but that's what you get for going on vacation, is that I get to show you this fun thing.
Yay.
Don't tell anybody else. All right. It is digital as well as sewing. So you get both in the pattern.
That's nice.
That's
Yep.
nice. We might have to sign up for it, Debbie.
I know.
I know.
I'm
Isn't this
thinking
cute,
about it.
It is
Lisa?
adorable,
So
yes.
cute. All right, we have another couple fun things we want to talk about. The second one is our catalog. I don't know if Nicole's tired of me giving her the big shout out, but Nicole worked
awesome.
really hard, and it's really fun. If you are a catalog shopper or you want to browse just some of the things, be sure to scan the QR code and it'll take you right to our website, or you can go to our website and just look for the catalog. It's all things fall, a lot of the fun things that we offer, and not just projects and kits, but classes and machines and just everything.
That's
fall.
awesome.
Yeah, it really is fun, and I know how much work she put into that, so I can't enough tell her how fantastic it is. And, Chris was stung by a bee today.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, dang. During What's New Wednesday. Well, all right, best wishes. So, and then the very last thing that we want to mention, and we mentioned it at the beginning, is Hurricane Helene relief, which is going to turn into a hurricane relief, because we want to wish all of our love and hugs to our friends, and sometimes we feel a little bit helpless about what we can do. So what we've decided to do is kind of ask you guys, send in your dessert recipes. You send them to info@mygirlfriend's-quilt-shop. We're going to put that into a digital recipe book, which I'm so excited about.
I love
So
that.
through the 18th, and starting on the 18th, we will have that available. We are asking for donations, and 100% of donations are going to go to the hurricane relief. But until then, hugs, love, and if you need anything, please let us know.
Be safe.
Yes,
Yes, be safe.
and first and foremost, be safe. Keep your families close. So,
Yes.
all right, you two, that was such a fun
was fun,
class
very
and
fun.
day
It
today.
was.
Thank you. Darling project, darling sneak peeks. Debbie and I are going to stick around because we're going to do Comment Sold in just a few hours, and we're
Yes.
sending Lisa back down to the store. I think she left Marae by herself.
There you go.
Yeah, so we got to send her back down to cover that, and until tomorrow, another fun project tomorrow, but sending all of our love and best wishes.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.